Hello there, guys. Well, it's time to kick my own ass. I have literally laid here this morning catching up with things. Dean was up and out with the boys early this morning. I think they were down at the Docklands like probably for about 8:30 this morning. We were all up early this morning, but I think about sort of like just before 7. So they decided to get up and out this morning because I'm on with what's down there. So anyway, I have completely numb legs. My ankles are subluxed. My left ankle is definitely subluxed. I've got pins and needles in my fingers and hands and palm of hands. That's both hands. And if I was to try to put my hair up or do a plait or anything like that, within seconds, my hands would be feeling like this and I would want to take my hair out. I've got a hair bubble here and I have literally just been trying today to focus and get prepared for tomorrow. I have had an email response through not just Kellie, but I'm just going to put you here, but FEA. I'm just going to show you for a second. So I'm even just going to pull my hair just to the side. I'm not even going to bother trying to get on top of it because it will just knacker my hands. So obviously with me not needing to be there and they are trying to do everything to insist that I don't even come to London, I suggest. But I am going. So literally tomorrow morning, we're going to be heading off on the train. We're all going. So Dean's going to be taking the boys around museums and doing some bits with them tomorrow while I'm out and about. But I'm going to do what it is that I do. So that is either to get into the meeting and be able to sit, because I want to be there for the main frame of what they put in on the legal process. And this is what I'm actually really looking for. Harriet Hartman, lots of controversy around her. Never sat down and had a meal with her. Don't know her, never stayed in her home. Don't know her children, don't know her family. Can't comment. I do know that there was massive factors and she has responded to it. I have seen her response on matters that she was accused of to do with her association, well, not even association, but to the PI, which is the Paedophilia Information Exchange. And obviously she is teaming this and it's the Human Rights Council. So the main thing is the right to a family life. Just 2 seconds because I'm actually kicking my ass as I speak to you because I need to move some mountains and really push some processes. So I don't know if I'm going to take some time out tomorrow to I just literally need to kick my ass. I'm trying to explain to you as well because obviously there's Kellie. So say Kellie had a job and I went to work, yeah, just over broke, and hello there Katrina, and I had to get up in the morning like everybody else at 7 o'clock in the morning and go to work and do a job to serve, yeah? So take tomorrow morning, I've got to go and do a job. No one pays my wages, I don't get a salary. It's a job, it's something that I've got to do, but it's also personal to me. So that means in the morning, you get up, you have a routine. That routine for some people is really fucking destructive, and that would be mine. And that would be to get up, to put the kettle on, to make a coffee, have a fag, and think about what I'm going to do that day. So not wrong. So I've got to set myself up tomorrow to make sure that I'm all good. We haven't got the car. The car is bump. The car is about to go up for sale for spares and repairs in a minute. It's a shame. It just needs somebody who can give her some real TLC and, give her some time. But for me, it's just not an investment in my life right now. Right, just 2 seconds. EDS awareness. My right foot. Right, let me just try to move something. I'm not actually really decent under here, so I can't actually do it properly. But I'm going to try and show you my right foot. Okay, so just a little bit of EDS awareness a sec. Oh, here is one's right foot. Ow. So when one wakes up in the morning, let me try and scoot back. Ow, 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 ow. Ow, ow, ow. When one wakes up in the morning, yeah, oh, these feet and these legs feel like I've got absolutely all sorts over it. Right, 2 seconds. There you can see. So right out, my ankles are out. So is my hips, right? Now I get really annoyed and really upset in the morning. Can you see my toe is down? Right, ready? Watch. Oh, Can you hear that? Can you hear it? That's the bone all the way down my leg. You ready? So literally, I would really love someone to come in the morning, grab me feet, give me feet a squeeze, getting up, ready, straight for the morning. You ready? Now this is full blown out. Right, watch. Right, they are out. Out. Right, are you ready for this? Because this really hurts me. Are you ready? Ah! 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 Ow, fuck. 2 seconds, guys, because I've got to go through this. Ready? Ah! Here she goes. Right, so, anyway, jump out the fucking bed, move me legs, and jump on the fucking devil's head. Have you ever tried to put feet down? Right, are you ready? I'm going to show you. I'm not actually decent, but I'm going to show you. Right, okay, you ready for this? This is where I wish people would actually video me from another point of view. I have said to Dean, you should video me when I'm at my worst and show people. He's like, no, we'll have social all over us. So anyway, you ready for this? Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Hang on a minute. Now, I've got to... crack my knees in. Ow, hang on. Oh, that's it. Oh, I'm not actually decent. I nearly caught myself there. 2 seconds. Let me turn you around. Oh, fuck. So, literally, it goes from here to here to here to here. So, at the moment, hips, pelvis, and everything is out. So, I whinge every morning because I just want a chiropractor to come in and go, I hope I didn't catch any of my privy bits as I was trying to move up. But do you know what it feels like to... Like, even when I had Liam, I passed out and I remember waking up in the toilet in the hospital and having all these doctors and all these people around me. And I've had so many tubes up my ass and down my throat and things like that. Right, 2 seconds, here we go. Now, I'm showing you this later because I've done this later. I've had the morning to just lay there, email. I've been on FEA. I'm just trying to get myself into standing up mode. You ready? Ah! So basically, every morning... I have to go through this. Now, Elijah can crack his neck properly. I don't know how he does it. He just gets up and he goes, boom, boom. I don't know how he does it. He just does it. So, anyway, now the formality is I would need to get up and just literally bar myself and throw myself into freezing cold water, which is why I want to live in a situation where I get up and I throw myself literally into the sea, jump into the sea, let my body just completely go, float around in the sea. Right now, here we go. Here we go. Now my neck's dropping. Now my neck's dropping. Are you ready? This is not fucking funny. Now my neck's dropping. Right, so I'm not decent. Let me just go and put some jeans on. What was I wearing yesterday? What mood am I in today? What have I got? What was I wearing yesterday? I'm going to be... Do you know what slag means? Slag actually means... a person who takes their clothes off from the night before and puts them away and picks them up and puts them on the next day. That's actually the legal definition of a slag. So anyway, I'm going to be a bit of a slag. I'm not on FEA right now, am I? I am on actually Kellie. Yeah, I am. And I am public, I don't know. So anyway, let me just get my jeans on because my back is nearly starting to burn. So what basically happens is... all the way down my discs, it start to burn down my back and it will start radiating and it's really fucking horrible. I live with a certain tolerance level of pain that I have accumulated, assimilated and accustomised to. But every morning I lay there just wishing... Do you know what I'd actually love Dean to do? And I've got a load of women here, I can say this. It's just literally just roll over to me, put your arms around me, start pushing at my shoulders, things, put your feet down onto my ankles, move my ankles, shove your dick inside me. I really don't care. But great fucking endorphins for pain sex. So anyway, I'm a little bit decent, but let me just show you something while I'm a little bit decent. So... I've got to get over my kids' toys. This is not funny, right? This is hip out as well. Now, I am staying in it. for your awareness, I can crack myself out of it. And I will. 2 seconds. One has got to do some normal everyday things. So if I was to just get on with everyday normal things, so Dean said, right, come on, we're getting up and we're going out, like he said this morning. So he said, what are you doing today? You coming with us? And I was like, no, because I've got all the shit downstairs, which is not as bad as it was yesterday. I've actually moved forward. And this is why I don't shower. If I could go into the shower and it was really nice and I could come out to a really warm space, it wouldn't be so bad. But here at the back of my neck now, I've got really wobbly legs. I'm a bit wobbly and I'm all over the place. I can be like this in front of Dean. It doesn't bother Dean. He's so used to it. But what he does is he puts his head down and he walks out. And he'll wait until I get my headphones on and I start stretching and moving it through. If I had my son's toy, I would show you pushing the thing and it flopping and glopping all over the place. So basically, this is how EDS affects me. My mum will be really annoyed because it is something that she stands with pride. You don't tell your boss about what conditions you deal with, just like don't talk about your periods. You don't tell people whether you got period pains. People don't share, and it's why people still go to work full of pride, because they go to work with coughs and colds and things, and things continue. So anyway, I have literally now got to prepare for tomorrow. Why do I find writing hard? So if anyone wants to help me, the reason that tomorrow is I'm going to have to do this in front of you. So basically, if this was this morning, I wouldn't be putting the kettle on. I would be making a juice, or I would have prepared a juice. So I would be making sure that I'm getting my electrolytes getting up, I'm getting my body. There is apparently no cure for my condition. You can't cure it. You can't make it go away. So in a world of non-perfect parents, we have a system that is meant to support and enable parents through good and bad days. It's like marriage, isn't it? For better, for worse. So what do you do on them bad days? What do you do on the days where you've got to get up and you have no choice? Because if you don't get up, you don't get paid. And if you don't get paid, you don't keep the roof over your head. Ow, ow, ow. Wait, coming. Here it goes. Here it goes. Are you ready? I am not actually, do you want to actually see how I'm stood? You can't actually see this, but do you want to see how I'm stood? Yeah? Because the moment the moment I stand upright, all of a sudden, everything so basically, this is your head, yes, as you know, head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Come on, girls, you know you want to sing along. Come on, just for me. I can feel it going. I can feel you going. Putting your hand up there. You know you don't want to put your hand up there. Yeah, you're going to put your hand up. No, you're going to put your hand up. You're going to put your hand up and be counted or not. Head, shoulders, knees and toes. So anyway, with this crooked, wonky donkey body of mine, the reason that my mum manages so well is because she trains. Because my mum, and I'm going to stand by this, that I get this now. My mum is single, she's not married, she works, she has a career, she has hopes, she has dreams, and she has a family, including me as her black sheep of a daughter. She doesn't have her parents anymore, she's got her siblings. She's got a golf, she's got her interests. Here we go. If I could actually show you a video behind me now, can you see all my neck changing? Yeah, can you see all this around here, all changing? Are you ready? I'm going to go and do it in the mirror and get myself up for you. Now, there are many people with EDS that will stay in this position. They sit in wheelchairs. They sit in braces. They get up in the morning. They stabilise their ankles in braces and they hook themselves into a wheelchair. And this is what they do. So anyway, I got a mirror in front of me. My house is very cluttered at the moment because As you can see, I'll just show you. No, it hasn't gone missing, but I've still got half there. It's all still there. Do you notice? No one steal from me, mate. My garage is open, and I've made it more of a shop because I want to be able to help some of the people here that are homeless, and they've got some shoes and anything that they need and stuff like that. Right, so anyway, I've got a mirror. Right, so in this mirror, can you see how much scoliosis and curve is? Right, this is actually now burning, so it's dropping down. Once I stand up right, so this is what's called cranial instability. What annoys me is I have a diagnosis for hypermobile EDS, right? So I have the tree, yeah? This tree here, Kellie, is called hypermobility EDS. We have this label, we have this diagnosis, whatever it is. But that branch is my neck, and there are problems with this. The problem with the EDS world is if I was to go to A&E now, by the time I get there, I'll be walking down the road normally, yeah? Because I loosen up, I crack, I'm like the Tin Man. This is what I say. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like them fucking glow sticks, darling, them fucking glow sticks. And you've got to literally crack it to get it to glow. Now, my nan used to say, Kellie, don't crack your fingers. You're going to end up with arthritis. And I used to sit there and go, Nan. And I used to have tears in my eyes. Nan, if I don't crack my fingers, I can't move them. If you can see the veins up the back of my hands, this is how I wake up. It is the veins that you currently see. That is what causes this. The veins in my body, if you can see my hands, or the back of my veins. If I show you once I'm up and about, the veins here will not be protruding or showing you. I try to say to people, if my veins are up, be careful, because I might not be. When my vein is starting to go. So if I'd shown you the back of my hands when I first got up, I call them old hands. I really don't like it. And I'm really biting my nails at the moment, and I really want lovely nails. I don't like acrylics. This is really going now. So I don't know if you can see, but obviously here is toughening up. The muscles are starting to go into spasm on the right side of my neck. This here is all out. This is the brain. In here is a circle, and this is where this sits. And the brain, this is what a chiari is. The brain comes down and sits in here. And it's not meant to. And this is why an upright MRI scan is so damn important for me, because we can't see that I have cranial instability. If I was to take myself from what you see here, ow, and lay down, and go into a laying down MRI, ow, my right hip's just gone, ow. Right, so put me into a laying down MRI. Right, shoulders down, back. You now can't see anything. So what happens is someone like me goes to A&E. Once the pain gets to, I don't ever go to A&E once the pain gets to a point where the headache is getting too much that I feel it's gone beyond migraines, it's gone beyond freaking hangover feel, it's gone beyond freaking all these pains, and it's getting to the point that, you know, you're getting quite blindsided and it's not very nice, and you're quite worried about what's going to happen next. And if you know what the prognosis is, it's okay. So if you just drop, it's okay, because you can just drop. So anyway, I'm struggling with my back, or lower back right now as I'm laying down, because it's all being pushed down. And of course, I've got to get up from here as well, which is really not fucking funny. So the fact that I'm now laying down, this is called POTS, posterior tachycardia, and they do a tilting table. So my veins, as I'm laying down, yeah, back to normal, because I'm laying down. So my veins are back to normal. Yeah, because I'm laying down. Are you ready for me to get up? Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, it's setting in. Are you ready? It's setting in. Shakes in the legs. This is the stuff that I fake, by the way. Are you ready? There she goes. So I'm up, right? So anyway, I have to go through a routine in the morning that basically exists in the world of Pilates. And that means that I get up in the morning, and this is what makes us hypermobile. This is how, look, it's because I'm up. So that's why I'm staying like heavy. I'm not going full up. If I go full up, I'll drop. So obviously someone like me, down to the floor, stretching out all muscles, things like that. But Jenny, who's over on the EDS UK at the moment, is all about our range. Now, a normal person is not able to do that, yeah? That is beyond my range. That is beyond your range. But the fact that I'm able to do that, it's not very nice. So anyway, that's why I work for myself, because to work for somebody else, I would let them down. And that's why I do things the way that I do, and why the troll people cause me problems, because it plays with my mental health. You know, it fucks with my mind. I don't know who it is. It causes me issues. It causes me anxiety. It causes me stress. And it causes me problems. So I want to be able to do videos with Monday morning motivation, which is getting up, helping people. It doesn't matter what condition that you've got. You can choose to stay in the pain of it, or you can embrace the pain of it and do it anyway. So obviously what annoys me is people will leave me like it. So Dean has obviously gone on and got on today, but I don't want that. I don't want that for my life. I want Dean to be getting up with me. Nobody's ever asked me how I feel, do you know that? Nobody ever says to me, how you feeling? I sometimes can't even talk in the morning. However, if there was a problem, I can jump straight out of bed. There you go. And you just ride with it. I've run on dislocated ankles. I've run on subluxed knees. There was a day I used to be able to put my leg up around my head. I can't do this anymore because I actually have issues within my own physical body, being that I'm now 44 this year. So anyway, bringing it out, I need to go up high. So up high straight away. As you know, the chiropractor's put my pelvis back in. I am actually stuck like this right now, staying there for you. I can snap myself out of it probably within 45 seconds. It's not very nice to do. It's very horrible. It's quite gloomy. So my pelvis tucks in, tucks under, tuck it in, straighten my back up. As you know, oh, there you go. So that is the difference. So it is actually going back out. So that is the difference between the pelvis in. Oh, it's a bit wobbly there. So for someone like me, I'd be on a wobble board, and I'd be literally wobbling, strengthening everything back here. As you know, I'm doing a personal training course. I haven't gotten into it yet because I'm going to pay for it first. And I basically want to be able to make sure that I get the right referrals, because when your discs and everything are all moving around and all of this, it's hitting on your nerves. The vagus nerve is a massive part of us. So a lot of people have got depression, anxiety, all of these things is to do with the vagus nerve. The signals misfiring around your body. Our body is a wonderful thing. Really hurting me, coming down again in the back of my neck. Most people obviously can't take their head to the chin, and so that's obviously why I need the upright MRI. And the upright will show the tilt, which will say, yes, Kelly has cranial instability. Whether I have the Chiari malformation is another thing. It's a little circle. I believe 100% that that is what has been causing the problems. When I started screaming, that is because that's what I was dealing with. I've become to an age now where I've learned to just ride the pain. But what I can't deal with is the fact that people know that this is going on. They know that I need this upright MRI. All the information is out there that says this, that backs up where I'm learning it from and why I need this. The fact is, this is not the easiest condition to have. People don't do this. Normal fingers don't move around in the way that mine do. Normal bodies. It's why I do the dancing that I do, because I'm trying to show people that my body is not normal to yours. Then you'd call us ballet dancers, gymnastics, but even ballet dancers and gymnastics have to go through physio. They have to be trained. They have to go through what they need to go through. I'm underweight here. My ribs are actually out, if you can actually see them. Veins protruding. So anyway, I need to go upright. But once I go upright, if I go, do you want me to actually show you my hands come back down just to prove it to you? Just to prove it. Back on the floor. back up. Ready? Coming back out. Oh, I'm looser now, so I'm actually standing up a little bit higher as well. Ready? Back again. Yeah. So, anyway, I've got so much to do. For those that missed that, hope you catch up from the beginning. Those that just come on, I'm over on FEA. My time is with FEA at the moment. I'm preparing for tomorrow. I'm not invited to this meeting. They do not want me in the meeting. It is a round table meeting. Doesn't matter whether I represent forced adoption as a whole or category. It is personal. They don't want me in this room. I have a troll team. It could be involved in it. I don't know. But I'm going anyway. And the reason that I'm going anyway, it's like my committal to prison. They sent me a letter to say that they had vacated, but I still turned up. I turned up because it was the right thing to do. One, to prove to everybody that there was no fucking storm going on. And two, to prove that even if they'd called it, I was there. I'm going to have to straighten up now, but... Ow. Oh, seriously. And then people go, is this why I like roller skates? Yeah, because you put roller skates on, keeps your ankles strapped in, keeps your feet straight, and it keeps your legs moving. It's better than a fucking wheelchair. What do I want to sit in a fucking wheelchair for? So anyway, I don't wear braces. I don't wear bits. I do have the condition. It's real. And there's nothing wrong with a mother needing to go to the gym and train. It's not a luxury for me. Going to health spas is not a fucking luxury, mate. It's a must. Having a bath at night is not a fucking luxury. It's a must. Training and putting my boys' health first is a must, yeah? There is no getting up in the morning and getting on with somebody else's schedule. It's about our schedule. So, yeah, there's nothing wrong with me living in a villa that's got a pool and I can just bounce myself into the pool. Make sure someone's there just in case I don't come back up. So, anyway, I might even try and go to London earlier tomorrow. Just going to walk around. I pace up and down, walk around, stretching my muscles. This is why I want to be able to write my own personal training program, because running is not right for me. I'm going to stick with my skating. I've always known the difference between core strengthening and training. But if my Chiari is dropped, I'm not allowed to train. We have to be realigned, then exercised. Nick, my chiropractor, is away until the 10th. I don't know if I'm going to try and take the opportunity to get to Hartley Street while I'm in London. I haven't paid for this for a family day out. I've paid for this to get to the meeting. This isn't a family day out. This is my family coming to work with me. Personal and work. I hope to impact on every single person going into the room, speak to them. You know what I'm like, you know what I do. Will they move the meeting? That's what I'm not trying to do. Currently over on FEA, getting people to pour their hearts out so I can then respond with the emails that I'm going to respond to the email that I've had this morning, which I have actually read, and obviously made it very clear that they do not want me in the room. I don't tick the boxes. Well, they haven't had my statement properly because my hands cause me such problems. I don't have the correct laptop. And someone like me, if I was blind, I would be given all of the tools that I needed. So anyway, someone like me, really, you ready? That's a bit exaggerated slightly there, but look. Right, my shoulder. Ready? I'm just going to do it just to move. Right, my shoulder's locked. So what would I have to do to that? Drop it. Ready? Fuck, I have just knocked coffee. That was really annoying. So anyway, I would rather have a dishwasher. So this is why I know social fail. This is why I know that they're not actually interested in caring for people. This is why I know that all these meetings and everything that they do have got nothing to do with me as a parent and what conditions that I may or may have or what support that I may need. You know, like they said right at the beginning, Dr. Bose said that EDS was the easiest condition for someone to claim to have. And then they said that I was so sick that my children would grow up to be my carers. And it's like, well, hang on a minute. Where's the doctor saying this? There was no doctor. There was no medical people in there. Not even my own GP, because I was in a new area. You know, like even the psychological report said that it needed a medical person because there was too much medical stuff in it. 22 years of wrongful diagnosis, and then the worst thing is you get called more names, which is gaslighting, and then you've got to deal with people abusing you with them very words that they've used on you. So that would be like everyone going around going, do you know that Kellie was sectioned when Aaron was 7 months old, and both Aaron and Faith went to live with their paternal grandparents? And then that would make a memory for Aaron and Faith, because that never happened. It never happened. Yeah, as I've said, when Liam was 7 months old, my neck went and I was taken in with a conversion disorder, given a laying down MRI told, so nothing was wrong, and I wasn't diagnosed until I was 22. I thought diagnosis meant that there was a standard. So anyway, Josie's doing well, baby's doing well. Obviously this is not Shayla Grace. She's still in a foster care placement. I think she's going to be there for about a year. She's with an army family, so they'll protect her well. Both are military. And baby's lovely. So anyway, let's hope she's listened this time, I can say. Anyway, a stint on the streets and having to go to where Josie went in her life changes everybody and anyone. You can't judge her for that. You can't take that paperwork and write down that the mother was on the streets or where she's been, because it was social that put her there in the first place. And the paperwork from Portsmouth is all being discredited anyway, because again, you can't turn around to a child who's been in foster care since she was 4 and had the life that she's had, and then turn around and say, well, you can't be a mother because of the life that you've had. That's not fair. That's not right. I'm not saying that in all of these years that I've seen this, that I haven't met people that I've gone, like, really, you can't even look after yourself, let alone a child. But this is what community is about. This is what family is meant to be about. This is what working together is meant to be about. This is what working with the services is meant to be about. It'd be lovely if maybe a social worker or my doctor rang me in the morning. I was part of her list. Hey, Kellie, how you feeling? I go, right, I'm in Rickamorphosis today. They go, right, OT's on their way, physio's on their way, or actually I'm up and about, I'm out and about. Or I can ring and say, look, I can't get my subluxation in, I can't get my disc back in. I'll get my shoulders back in, I can get my feet back in, not all the time. And I'll walk around like this. Stairs is a fucking nightmare for me because it just goes in and out. Let me just explain this before I go. What I mean by in and out is in and out. So if I'm walking and it's there and then you go and you put your foot down, it's really fucking painful. So yeah, there you go. So anyway, I own skate dancer, which is me, and skate dancers, which is going to be a network of skate dance. Everybody is learning Jerusalem. I'm behind. I haven't learned any of the routines for what's going to be coming towards you this summer. Please watch out for all the skaters. Root up the skaters. If you see any of the street skaters, I also own streetcaseskate.org. If you see any of the street skaters, please stay wide. Please keep them safe. Don't get annoyed with them. Let them go, mate. Just toot them up, root them up. And if you see any of the skate dancers out, watch them, check them out. And it's all building up to something bigger, better, special, and fucking awesome. Everybody is in a different frequency, isn't there? So all I want to say is whatever radio station you're tuned into today, is just ask yourself, is it feeding you? Is it giving you positivity? Is it helping you move forward? Is it inspiring you? Or is it draining you negativity? I can battle with suicide. It's not even suicide, it's euthanasia. If I was a dog, if I was a horse, they would put me down. Yeah, I wouldn't have to go through this. But my family shouldn't be the ones leaving me like it. My family should be the ones that are part of making sure that the physios are looking after me, that the trainers are looking after me, that I'm doing well and that I'm doing what I love, whether it's skating, dancing. And if I want to be able to grab my foot and put it back up there, which I can't do anymore because of my hip, I can't be a pro. And I want to go pro before I'm 50. So if I want to be able to do that, then I'm going to have to fucking work at it. So anyway, trolls, would you like to do us a favour? Would you like to change the website to please explain to everybody exactly what this meeting's about? Because I'm too incompetent to explain it to people and haven't got the fucking time. And would you also like to change over and explain all the processes? Because once this paperwork is done, I want to be able to bolt onto it, to be able to use their paperwork as the grounding of ours to push forward, to move even forward, and edit it to put it back and go, yeah. Because I know full well they're not even taking into consideration the amount of women that died during childbirth, and fathers that were left without the mothers and left with babies. This is not even being factored into any of it. So it's all wrong from day one, because that's actually where it all started. It was nothing more. It was not about the women being single. It was about women dying and fathers being left with babies and jobs. And that's where they need to be opening it. But they wouldn't do this now, would they? Because they're a bunch of right-wing lesbian feminists now. So why would they give a shit about the men? Ugh. See you later. I'm up. For now.